Hi, and welcome to Crafts with Ash DIY and Decor. My name's Ashley, and today I am so excited to kick off a monthly challenge that I started this year called Let's Dupe It. I love creating dupes so much that I thought I would create an open playlist and invite all of my YouTube crafter friends to join in. So not only will you get to see some amazing dupes today in my video, but you can also check the playlist down below, and we'll talk more about that in just a little bit. First, if you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that little notification bell so you're notified when I upload a video, and click the drop down menu and click all so you're notified about all notifications. I post every Wednesday and Friday, and coming into the new year, I have a lot of fun content I know you're not going to want to miss. All right, let's get started with these fun Valentine's Day dupes. This first dupe came right from Michaels. They have a ton of super cute Valentine's decor this year, but honestly, their prices are not super cute. So I thought that I would pick a few that I liked and create them myself. So this one is going to be more inspired by, it's not going to look exactly like the original piece, but I still love how it came out. So I'm starting off with this glass piece, and as you saw, I used some 100% acetone to go ahead and wipe off the writing that was actually on that glass, and it came off perfectly. Next, I'm going to use these glitter stickers, and I got these from Hobby Lobby, but you can also print them off from your Cricut. You can use the stickers from the Dollar Tree. You just need to make sure that you have one of every letter of the alphabet. So what I did was just start placing the letters in order of the alphabet. Now, I did leave out the I, the O, and the U, and you'll see why in just a moment.
Forever, forever. I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment.
So now I need to add my I, my O, and my U. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pack of stickers and I'm going to paint an I and a U with my red paint.
If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever.
After my letters were dry, I'm going to stick them where they go onto my board. I bet you can tell where this is going.
Do you know I'm looking? I watch you as you drive.
Next, I'm going to take a heart out of this little pack from the Dollar Tree, and this is just a wooden heart. Now, I did go ahead and pop off the little sticker that was on the back, and I just simply hot glued the heart where the O would be. I pushed down all my letters to make sure that they were adhered, and I have this super cute alphabet I heart you sign. Now here is the original piece from Michaels, $9.99, not bad, but look, it's out of stock. So unless you found this in the store, you would not be able to order it. But hey, for just around $2, I was able to create an inspired piece myself. What do you think?
Give you everything you want me to. Think about it if I could.
Next up, we're going to take this love sign that also came from the Dollar Tree, and don't blink because this one was so easy. All you're going to do is go ahead and cut off that twine hanger, and then you're going to paint the entire sign with crimson chalk paint from Waverly, or any kind of red or pink or whatever color you're going for this Valentine's season. But you do want to get every nook and cranny. After my word was dry, I'm going to take a really small detail brush, dip it in some ivory Waverly chalk paint, and I'm just going to add some stitching marks all the way around my sign. And that was it. That was how easy it was to create this piece. One thing about all of the DIYs today, they are so quick and easy, anybody could make them. Real quick, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to my YouTube channel. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. I really hope that you love what you see, and hey, stick around with me for a while by hitting that subscribe button. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I was overwhelmed with the amount of amazing comments I got on my craft room organization video about being real, and that's what real life looks like. Honestly, I do try to keep it real. That's just me. That's why in those videos, you're not going to see me wear makeup. My hair's in a messy bun, probably from the night before. I'm just in leggings. I'm just me. The reality is I have to do this stuff while my daughter's in school. She's only in school for 3.5 hours, so I have to take advantage of every minute. So thank you so much for appreciating the fact that, hey, it's me and it's real life. All right, so here's the original piece from Michael's, $14.99. Mine literally was $1, not including the paint. What do you think?
I love you. I give you everything you want me to. Think about it if I could.
So like I mentioned before, today is the first Let's Dupe It Open Challenge Day, and I created this challenge and I'm hosting it every month. So if you are a YouTube crafter and you want to participate in this open challenge, please feel free to message me on Instagram, or you can message me or leave a comment down below. My Instagram handle is in the description box. I would love for you to join our open challenge. For this next DIY, also coming from Michael's, I'm going to start off with this square sign from the fall season, but they do have these kind of all year round. Now, I am going to be using the hanger, but I'm going to go ahead and take it out for now, and then I'm going to paint this entire sign with my ivory chalk paint.
Put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but.
Next, I'm going to take these 3 packs of these stickers from the Dollar Tree, and you will need 3 O's and 3 X's. So that's why you need 3 packs. So I'm going to paint 3 O's with my ballet slipper Waverly chalk paint, and then I'm going to paint 3 X's in my elephant gray paint.
Forever, 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 forever.
For all of my letters, I did paint them with at least 2 coats.
We stay here forever. I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment.
Next, I'm going to grab these wooden hearts again, and I'm going to paint these with my crimson chalk paint.
Don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever. Forever.
After that, I'm going to take my board and I'm going to take my level, and using the ballet slipper paint, I'm going to draw 2 lines going across and 2 lines going up and down to make it look like a tic-tac-toe board. The tic-tac-toe look for Valentine's Day is so popular right now. Something I noticed when I was searching for some dupes to create, everybody is showing these tic-tac-toe decor pieces, maybe as pillows or wall hangings or tabletop decor, but this tic-tac-toe thing is very popular. So you're definitely maybe gonna want to put this on your to make list and you'll be right on trend. So I just used a really skinny paintbrush and I just painted it on with my ballet slipper paint. Now, I wanted this to look painted on, so I was okay that it didn't look perfect because in the original piece, it looks painted, like someone just free-handed this entire sign. So you're going to see that my lines aren't perfect and they aren't even thick. Like I didn't like go over them a bunch of times. I just wanted to show that they were hand painted on. So then once my lines were dry, it was time to add my stickers. Now you're going to see that I started adding them and then realized that the 2 holes weren't on the top. So you're going to see me change a few things. But as I'm doing this, I am looking at the original and I'm just placing the X's, the O's, and the hearts exactly where they were on the original. So I'm not really going to like tell you where to put everything because I just followed the picture. But as I'm doing it too, I am touching up the paint on some of these letters. Now, as far as the hearts, I did pop off the little sticky adhesive and I just hot glued those on because I just felt like the little sticky adhesive made it pop out too much from the sign. So I just decided to take that off. So then here's where I realized that the 2 holes were not on the top, so I wouldn't be able to hang it. So I'm just going to go ahead and fix it here just a little bit. So I'm going to move some pieces around. Now in the original piece, they had arrows connecting all of the 3 hearts. I just did not like that look. I mean, I understand it was like to show that there was like a tic-tac-toe or whatever with the 3 hearts. But I don't know, I just didn't like how it looked, so I chose to keep the arrow part off. But if you like that look, you can absolutely add it. That's just me and my personal preference, and that's the great thing about DIYing is because you literally do it yourself, so you can do it how you like it.
Just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever.
So to protect all of my paint and my stickers, I did cover this entire sign with Mod Podge, and then I just took that twine hanger that originally came on it and stuck it in there. Now here is the original piece on Michael's, $24.99, and look how easy this was for me to make. I really love this one. I think it's super cute and I'm really loving the colors, but you tell me, what do you think?
I love you. I give you everything you want me to. Think about it if I could.
So in my Christmas dupe video, you might remember that I made this foam piece to go into my easel that I have outside on my front porch. So all I did was pop that piece back out. I'm going to flip it over, and this was originally black foam board, so I have to actually peel all the black paper off. So I'm going to do that now, and then once it is all peeled off, I'm going to paint this entire thing, this side of it, with ivory chalk paint. So the reason why I did this was so I can keep changing out my easel every season or every holiday, and I just make a new sign to match the season. So I really loved this idea and thought it was super, super cute. This is another dupe from Michael's. I'm telling you, they have such great pieces, but I just was not in love with their prices, so I just decided to dupe it.
I can't help but feeling I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving.
So as my board was drying, I took this little truck that I got from the Dollar Tree, and obviously we're not going to be needing the tree, so I did go ahead and pop that off. And then I'm going to paint this entire truck with my red crimson chalk paint. I'm going to paint everything except for the tires.
Forever, forever, forever. I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment.
After my truck was painted red, I am going to grab my black acrylic paint and I'm going to paint each tire with that.
I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. Forever.
Once my tires were dry, I'm going to take a really small brush and I dipped it in my ivory chalk paint, and I'm just going to freehand a circle on the inside of my tires. Now you can trace a smaller circle in the tire to make sure that it's, a nice even circle, but I just decided to freehand it, and I did go ahead and give my little ivory circle 2 coats.
I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on.
Next, I'm going to take my really small detail brush again, dip it in some ivory paint, and I'm going to give stitching lines to my fenders and around the door.
This moment, can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm
Next, I'm going to grab this wall decal that also came from the Dollar Tree, and it says "Love Grows Here." And it was all one big decal, so I did have to cut around all of the words, and I do need to split up the love and the grows here. And then I'm actually not going to be using the little leaves on the sides. So once I go ahead and get the love off, I'm going to place it on the top. Now at this point my truck is not glued on, so that way I can move it around if I need to, but I'm going to put the love at the top, and then I'm going to put the grows here underneath the truck.
feeling, I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this.
Now to make sure that the decal stays down and on my board, I am going to go ahead and seal it with Mod Podge. I'm going to cover over the love and the grows here part too.
This moment, can we stay here forever? Forever.
Next, I'm going to take my truck and I'm going to hot glue that into place. Now you're going to notice that I do leave room above my truck because we are going to be adding some flowers to the bed of the truck. But first, I'm going to take these little foam glittery hearts that came in a pack from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to add the pink ones to each one of the tires. And then I'm going to add some glittery hearts to the top of my sign above the word love.
I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together?
Now I did decide that I wanted this to look a little bit more rustic, so I'm going to take my Waverly Antique wax and I'm just going to dry brush some of that all over my sign. Obviously, I would have done this before I hot glued my truck on, but it was an afterthought. But it was fine. It worked out. It worked out great. And I loved this little touch of the antique wax because, like I said, it made it look really rustic. I even went over the truck too. So for my flowers, I ended up picking up these signs from the Dollar Tree, and I remembered that they had these little foam flowers on them. So I'm just going to go ahead and take these off these signs. And I also am going to take these leaves. Now I did not use those first set of leaves that I pulled out. I liked these ones better that I am putting in the bed of the truck. So then I just arranged my flowers to the back. And you could also use like actual flowers from a stem from the Dollar Tree or wherever too. But I had these, so I just thought I'd use them. Now at first I do go ahead and hot glue these down, and then I decided that I wanted more flowers, so you are going to see me open that other heart in the top left corner, and I'm going to add those too, and the leaves. And I loved how that looked.
Together, if I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever.
Then to finish off my sign, I did decide to add some hearts to the bottom, and I am obsessed with how this looks. I think it's adorable and super cute. So here is the original from Michael's, $19.99, not bad. Now this is a tabletop one, so it just, could sit on a table, so it's not big like my easel, but I took the concept and applied it to what I needed it for. So I'm loving how this came out, but what do you think?
I love you. I give you everything you want me to. Think about it if I could.
So this next dupe was so easy, and it actually came from Bath & Body Works. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with this pack of hearts from the Dollar Tree and a candlestick from the Dollar Tree. Now I did make 2 of these, but I am only going to show you me making one of them because I did the exact same thing for both. So these are supposed to be like ornaments, I think. So they have a little loop up top. So I just took my scissors, and then you'll see me go in with my little pliers, and I'm just going to go ahead and pluck this little loop off. I'm just going to break it off. And then to make sure that the 2 hearts stay together, I am going to hot glue the 2 hearts back together.
I love you. You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but.
Then I'm going to take my heart and I'm going to hot glue it into the candlestick. Now I would definitely add some E6000 or some super glue or some other kind of glue too for a permanent hold, but all my other glues are at my mom's right now. So this is all I had. So once I had my hearts glued into the candlesticks, I just painted both of these with the red crimson chalk paint from Waverly, and I also painted the heart as well because I wanted it all to be one color, and I gave each of these 2 coats. So for this next part, I'm actually going to give you two different options. So the first option is I have this just little round disc that I pulled off of a sign. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this with 2 coats of crimson chalk paint, front and back. The other option is you can grab one of these big thick rounds from the Dollar Tree, and I just used my hot glue to go ahead and fill in the holes, and then I just wiped off the excess when it wasn't as hot, of course. And then I painted this with 2 coats of crimson chalk paint, and I did the front, the back, and around the edge as well. Then after both of those were dry, I just simply hot glued one to each of my little hearts, and now they became candlesticks. Now this is not going to look exactly like the original, but I think it came close enough. I don't even know if they sell this in stores, but when I saw this on Pinterest and then realized it came from Bath and Body Works, I absolutely loved these and thought that they were so cute, and I could definitely make them with the items that I already had in my stash. So now I'm just kind of touching up the paint, and once that's dry, these are completed. Look how cute. So these are the original from Bath and Body Works. They're $18.95, a little pricey, but I really loved how mine came out, and it took me minutes to make. What do you think?
I love you. I give you everything you want me to. Think about it if I could.
This last dupe was probably one of my favorites out of all of them. So I'm going to start off with this Beware sign that I got from Dollar Tree around Halloween, but they have these long signs all year round. So just grab whatever you have. Then again, I'm going to use my hot glue to fill in the holes. The reason why I'm doing this is because my spackle, of course, is at my mom's house. So I am going to have to go there and get all the rest of my stuff eventually. So now I'm going to go ahead and just give this a coat of ivory chalk paint. Now, if some of that MDF board shows through, I'm okay with that because I do want this to look like chipped paint and give it that rustic look. Next, I'm going to grab this home sign that I actually got on clearance a while ago. I've had this in my stash for a long time. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut off all of the letters. I'm only going to be needing the H, the M, and the E.
I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay?
Now, because each of these letters look the same if they're flipped over, I'm going to go ahead and paint on the back. But again, I'm first going to add hot glue to each one of the holes to fill them in because we're not going to be needing those holes. So once those holes are dried and the glue is dried, I'm going to paint each one of my letters with my Ballet Slipper Waverly chalk paint. And I did give these 2 coats.
Just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling. I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment.
While my letters were drying, I went ahead and grabbed this heart that came in a pack from the Dollar Tree, and I also got this scrapbook paper that I already had in my stash. Now, I am just cutting out a little piece that is going to fit the heart, and then I'm just going to Mod Podge the heart to my scrapbook paper, and then I'm going to cut around it.
Forever. I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
Now, to give my heart that nice clean cut around the edges, I'm just going to use my sandpaper and sand in the down direction. And like I said, that's going to give it that nice clean cut.
I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking?
Next up, I'm going to grab my board and this level, and I'm just basically going to draw the shiplap lines going across with a black permanent marker that's actually running dry. I purposely am doing that so it's not so bold. But as you can see, I'm starting where the little dips are at one end, and then I'm going to flip it, and then I'm just going to connect it to the other end. And I'm just using the board where it dips already to draw my lines.
I put my feet up and we just sing along, and I can't help but feeling just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop.
Now to dull down the black lines even more, I'm going to take the same brush that I used to originally paint this sign, and I'm just going to brush over the black permanent marker. Now I didn't even dip my brush in any more paint. I just used whatever paint was on the brush from when I originally painted it. So then I'm going to take my chunky brush here, and I am dry brushing some Waverly Antique Wax all over my sign to give it that rustic look.
With you, everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song.
Then I'm going to grab my letters and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to dry brush some of that Waverly Antique Wax all over them.
Feeling, I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop.
Now for the heart, I am going to go ahead and dry brush over that too, but I'm specifically focusing on the outside edges because that's just still raw wood, but I wanted to kind of faux stain the edges. So as you can see, I'm kind of rubbing it in with my finger, and that worked out just fine. And then I'm just going to dry brush on the paper as well. After that, all that was left to do was to hot glue my letters down on my board, and that was it. This sign is complete. Now, of course, I did not have the exact paper that was used on the heart in the original piece, but I really love this. Now, this actually came from Kirkland's, and I don't know, I think that this is one of my favorite DIYs out of this whole video. I'm really digging the pale pink this year for Valentine's Day. So here's the original, $64.99. $65 for that. And I just made it for probably $2 to $3. And like I said, it is one of my favorites. What do you think?
I love you. I give you everything you want me to. Think about it if I could.
So as you can see, I really took some great original pieces and I tried to dupe them myself. You could make all of these on a budget. You do not have to break the bank to decorate your house. You can end up with some really cute Valentine's home decor by just doing it yourself or duping it. So you're gonna have to let me know down in the comments which one of these DIYs was your favorite. Also, let me know what colors do you usually decorate with for Valentine's Day if you decorate for it. Last year, I was all about red and gold. There was hardly any pink in my decor. This year, I'm just going for your basic light pink, red, and white. I just think that those classic colors are just so fun. And to me, Valentine's Day is really fun. And in my family, it's a special day because February 14th is also my dad's birthday. So we get to have a lot of fun enjoying Valentine's Day, but also celebrating his special day. Like I said earlier, this video is part of an open playlist, so please don't forget to check out all of the other amazing crafters down in the description box below. And when you go to their videos, make sure to comment and let them know that I sent you. And if you're coming over from any of their channels, welcome, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. Comment down below and let me know you're new. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that you got inspired and got a lot of great ideas on some fun home decor pieces you can make for Valentine's Day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up because, like I said, it really helps my channel to grow. And hey, share this video with your friends if they are looking for some awesome and easy DIYs to do too. Well, until I see you again, I'll craft with you soon. Bye!